Come on, get it. Put it up. Good girl, Val. Good girl, Val. Hello there. Well, glad you all could join us on this beautiful, bright, sunshiny March day. It is March 21st, 2023. We're digging. Yeah, we're digging. We're digging a hole here. You say, well, we see that, but what are you doing digging that hole? In a mulch pile. Well, guys, we got a few things we want to try. So what we've been doing is we've been coming out here and we've been burying a lot of compostable material. Chicken bedding. We've buried chicken bedding from chicken coops and chicken pens. We've buried cardboard boxes. We've buried eggshells and different things. Today we have some boxes from inside the house there that we've been composting, but I've got plenty of boxes already composting. So I thought, well, why don't we do some things in here today with those boxes? One of them is we're going to burn a lot of the boxes and see if we can't make this pile by digging this hole. See if we can't somehow make biochar or a form of biochar like that. I think if we dig holes, we burn in the center and kind of let everything smolder and continue to work the outside ring in. On top of that, we would in fact create some sort of a biochar with this. Not to mention, it's kind of like a biochar in and of itself because it is catching fire. I don't know if you guys were able to see the smoke and stuff coming off there, but it was catching fire. It is catching fire on its own. So that's something else. Now, the other thing that we want to do today is we want to talk to you guys about composting your wood chips and all the things that go into composting wood chips. Our good friend Harvey, he mentioned the other day that I had excluded and forgot to tell you guys that if you add this mulch, these wood chips, to your garden and you till that in, you will need to up your nitrogen, okay? Because it does take nitrogen to end up turning it into the compost, okay? Goodness, can't think what's the name? Carbon, okay? Anyhow, you're gonna need some nitrogen to go in there. So if you use it on, like I've used up here, you'll have to, if you're used to adding, I don't know, say 1 pound of urea, for a small garden bed, maybe a 15 by 15 or something like that, you may want to use 2 pounds, okay, just to burn that excess wood chips and stuff off. It just helps break them down faster and stuff, and because it will suck the nitrogen from your soil and hurt your plants if you're not careful. So you can do it like I showed you to add it to your beds and stuff. It's perfectly fine. You guys seen how I grew last year in everything that had wood chips in it, and it grew just fine. But we did hammer them with nitrogen, and I forgot to tell you guys that. So the other thing about wood chips, though, that we want to discuss today is how that breaks down. So yes, you got to have nitrogen to break it down, okay? The other part to that is wood chips are broken down fungally, okay? And so you got to have that fungi in there to help break that down. Now, it generally takes, from what my buddy here that delivers our compost, as you guys have seen over the past couple years, my friend Wellington, now he does his own composting. He takes the exact same kind of wood chips and stuff and turns it into compost. And he says that, about 18 months is how long it takes roughly for wood to turn into a viable compost material. And that is without adding anything fungally, okay? You know, talking to him, I said, well, can I go on ahead and add an azos or a mycos or lactobacillus or something of that nature, or all three, add it to this pile, getting that fungi going. Okay, well, azos wouldn't be a fungi. Azos would be a bacteria, but I think it could also help in the beneficial. But the lactobacilluses and the mycorrhizae, if I could just go ahead and add those two here, can I essentially break this down quicker? He says yes. So, because we're going to play around with this, we want to kind of see, all right, because this is March 21st of 2023. I want to see if anything on that bottom layer by June, July would be a viable solution, a viable use of if there's any kind of composting already occurred and that I could take from the bottom and say bury my roots or something, right? Bury my vines, okay, on my pumpkin plant. So I'm kind of curious to see about that. Kind of curious to see, can we, you know, if we start getting these piles made, can I do like this and burn in the center and add wood chips to the top and make biochar that way? Is that a possibility? All right. And the next thing we're going to be doing is adding that bacteria and that fungi especially, to this, watering it in, and see if that won't jumpstart this pile of really kicking off and doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is breaking down into a viable material to use on our garden beds. So that's kind of the premise of this whole video, is to kind of see where we're at with that, how can it be done, and kind of monitoring this. So this will be an ongoing kind of series, and we'll have to add to it every so often when we start doing new updates on this. But just to get you guys kind of interested in this and kind of learning about this, you know, it's very important, especially in times that we're living in, that you guys are able to make your own compost. All right, there's nothing wrong with buying compost if you have to, but try to make your own compost. It would, you could tailor it to exactly what you want. I can go over here, I can add chicken manure, I can add pig manure, I can add goat manure, rabbit manure. Heck, I can add dog and cat manure if I choose. But I can add anything to this that I want. And so that's the part that I'm trying to drive home with this with you guys, is you guys can tailor this to your specific needs in your specific conditions. So maybe it's not giant growing. Maybe you're growing in raised beds. Maybe you're growing in a bucket. Maybe you're growing in a huge patch. I don't know. But you can tailor this soil. You can get your stuff going and tailor it to your specific needs. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. So let me go get the other camera real quick, and we're going to show you kind of what's been going on, how deep the hole is and everything. All right, guys, so down here you can see, we got this really deep hole. Let me see if I can get down in there. I don't want to have to dig it back out, but we're down in there. Of course, I'm a short feller, so, and I'm recording you, recording me. I see you. Anyhow, we're down in here. We're at the ground level where we're at, where we have touched the ground, and so we're just gonna start shoving boxes and stuff in there, burning it slowly. We don't want no blaze. We just want real slow burning, okay? And we'll add to this. All right, so that's going to be what we're going to do. Let me go get some boxes and a cutter and some stuff, and we'll start getting all this ready. Is in the bags especially, is from inside. Those are chicken bedding boxes in that bag in there. And so let me see here. I'm just going to remove the tape off of these boxes here as best we can. And once we get them removed, oh, now come on. We'll start burning them a little bit. Also, a little update too for this. I'm going to start going until growing season gets really, really cranked up and going. I'm going to go try to make videos, at least 3 videos a week. for you guys and keep it on that schedule until everything gets really growing good around here. That right there is what we got. And getting ready to catch it on fire. Get that right there. And I hope there ain't no dingleberries that called law today about something getting, oh, there's a little fire. People are just so goofy. They call the law on anything. I'll never forget. We were at the NICU. We were coming home every couple of days or so to check on the kids and their mama and papa that was staying with them here. And there was a big old bunch of boxes in the laundry room needed burnt. And I brought them out at like 10:30 in the morning. And the next thing I know, here comes the daggone DNR officer. Somebody had called and said that there was a complete engulfed flames of just a roaring. And I said, do what? And he said, yeah. He said, somebody called and told that. And he said he figured. The only reason why he thought it might be where I was at was because there was a little bit. Now, mind you, fire was pretty much out, but there was a little bit of smoke left. That was the only reason why he thought that it might have been from me. So, anyhow. Yeah, that's a fire. Yeah, fire on the wood chips. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What?
I'll be honest with you.
What?
I didn't believe you when you said it
I'm gonna take this stuff here is the bedding. We use coffee ground bedding for the chickens. So it's coffee grounds and it's poop all in one. Right there. I'm just gonna take it. We just dump it around the top edge here. Woo. And it just kind of buries itself on in the stuff. It works its way in. So that's how we've been doing it. It's been working so far. Like I said, it catches fire pretty good on its own down in the center. All right, guys. So here we got this all done here, and we're getting it started for some biochar. Now we're going to take and cover it all back over, and then we're going to start adding our fungi and stuff to it. You can see a decent little start there, and it'll stay hot and continue to do its thing. So we're going to switch it back over to the big camera and finish this part up. All right, here we go. Put all this back into there. Bury some of that poop and stuff. And that'll just help get it hot because that nitrogen in it. Keep it nice and hot. That's what we want. We want a real nice hot.
Put it right here. Put it right here.
That'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. Somebody's gonna come around there and hit that daggone ass plunder truck. All right, guys. So this here is Mobile Microbes Plus from Previgenics. We'll start adding it to it there. Give me another bag of this real quick. Okay guys, so we'll get our Petra Tools backpack sprayer out here and get to working. Get it to working. Been a long winter. We want to get some work done now. Oh, come on, baby. There's. Let's see what we got here. Bag of tools. Put this out of here like so. Just had to prime it a little bit better. I did not prime it well enough.
Get up this morning. Can I hold your pot one time? I'll hold this.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I can hold it with any way I want. I can. I know. I can hold it. I can hold it longer.
I'm spraying Azos and Lycos on this. We've already sprinkled on our Lactobacilluses, so we're activating those as well. And we're spraying on the liquid compost, which will help greatly.
Now I will be taking some of this here in just a minute, and we'll go back and we'll spray it on our patch that we did yesterday. The patch we went and tilled it in and planted a cover crop on it. Get away from that. Okay, so we're just gonna start feeding this dirt real quick. Now I may have to fill this back up. I don't think I will, but we may have to.
Now get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
All we're doing is just getting that dirt just a little bit wet, because there's tons and tons and tons of things in this. Plenty of good stuff in it. I say I may have to make some more here in a minute. If we do, it's okay, got plenty of it. All right, we're filled up, let's do it. All right, guys, so there we are. We have sprayed our biologicals down here on our first patch, our main patch. Next, we'll start working on the watermelon and field pumpkin and marrow patch, and then we will go to our second main patch on the other end, and we'll just continue working on this throughout the spring until planting season. All right, guys, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Today is kind of a part of the phase 1 part 1 that we did yesterday. You've seen in yesterday's video. We came in here and we tilled this up, we planted seed. Today we sprayed our biologics. That is still part of the part 1 of phase 1 of growing giant pumpkins. So guys, just to keep in sequence, you will take your soil, you'll till it, you'll come in here, cover crop it, spray your biologics on, and that is all part of phase 1. Now we will continue on with our phase 1 work as we continue to clean up the patch, the field pumpkin, watermelon, and marrow patch, then our main patch, our second main patch on the other side of the yard, and continue on throughout the spring until we finally get ready to start planting some plants come April and May. Now we'll have some other plants going on in the other parts of this later on in this month and in the beginning of April, but not real planting until probably May, June, really. So we'll just continue on with this. But again, this is just part 1 of phase 1 of giant pumpkin growing. You know, it's all about spraying your biologics down, getting that done. We're going to be doing the soil test, then taking the soil tests and going off of them and amending the soil, etc., etc. So guys, lots to do, lots going on. So stay tuned for all of it. You ain't going to want to miss any of it. And I hope you enjoyed, you know, the little project we have started up there on that wood chip. So this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. This will be in both the wood chip video and a video on its within the video from yesterday. So it'll be kind of a split between this part right here will be split in 2 different videos. You'll be seeing it on 2 different videos. But anyhow, guys, we hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. We're going to be doing lots of other things coming up very soon. Got lots of plans in the future for lots of great videos and stuff. So stay tuned for all those. You ain't going to want to miss not 1 second of it, I guarantee it. We're going to be trying to teach you guys how to be more self-sufficient and be able to grow your garden to the best of your abilities, be able to get the maximum amount of food out of it so you can maximize your canning and your eating, as well as growing these giants, guys. So stay tuned for all of that. You ain't going to want to miss not 1 second of it. Got lots of different guests coming on and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to get out of here. We have a guest coming on tonight. We're going to have Ed Brookmeyer from Bare Ground Solutions coming on at 8. So hope you guys get to see that and have enjoyed that video once you've seen this one aired. Hope you guys enjoyed that and have seen it. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. I'm sure it's going to be a great video. Ed's a very smart guy. Lots of great things coming out this year from him and his company. So yeah, excited to get in there and chat it up with him. So we're going to get on out of here. So guys, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia. See y'all.
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.